What's good, squad? Welcome to the Nitro Online Sports Show.
It wants to walk up with the people and say, hey, Gator don't play no shit. You feel me?
Look, real quick, I want to go over my week 7 predictions. I want to get this video out before Thursday. That's what I've been trying to do every week, but this week I'm gonna try to get it out before Thursday for sure. I'll do the recap. I might or might not do a recap of week 6. I mean, we all seen it, we seen what happened, but let's just move on with the predictions first. All right, so first game, we got Broncos versus the Saints on Thursday Night Football. I am picking the Saints to win that game. The Broncos just lost that last game they played and they didn't look particularly good. The Saints need to get back on track, so I'm picking them to win that game. Next game, we got the Jaguars versus the Patriots. Oh, those are two trash teams. I'm going with the Jaguars to win that game. The Patriots still got to figure things out with their new quarterback, Drake May. Next game is the Lions versus the Vikings. Oh, that's a good game. The Lions versus the Vikings is a really good game. They're both really good teams. What the Lions just did to the Cowboys, I do not believe they can do to the Vikings. I got the Vikings winning that game. The next game, we got the Titans versus the Bills. I'm going to pick the Bills to win that game. The Titans let me down this last game and they look pretty mediocre. And the only reason I picked them last week was because of that funny defender they got. I forgot. I think he might be a corner. I'm not sure, but I'm going with the Bills to win that game. The next game, we got the Colts versus the Dolphins. I am picking the Colts to win that game. The Dolphins are not on track right now, and I don't know if they're going to get back on track until they get Tua back in the lineup. The next game is the Seahawks versus the Falcons. I got the Falcons winning that game. I'm picking the Falcons over the Seahawks. Geno shit. Now I gotta stop saying that, but I don't think the Seahawks got it. Next game is the Packers versus the Texans. This is going to be a really good game. Two really good quarterbacks. CJ Stroud versus Jordan Love. I'm going with the Texans to win this game. I was wrong last week and Jordan Love showed up and threw 4 touchdowns. So I would be crazy not to pick the Packers, but I'm picking the Texans because they look serious. CJ Stroud is smart, understands the game. I'm going with the Texans to win that game. They're having a great season. Next game, you got the Browns versus the Bengals. This is the easiest pick of the week. If you a betting man, you would be picking the Bengals over the Browns. Easy money. Next game, you got the Eagles versus the Giants. I seen what just happened with the Eagles. They just beat the Browns, so they on that high horse. They think they're doing good. Everybody else in the NFC East lost, but this week the Giants will defeat the Eagles. You heard it here first. Eagles going down on Sunday, October 20th at 10 a.m. So be ready. Next game, we got the Raiders versus the Rams. I'm picking the Rams to win that game. The Raiders are still like in shaky grounds. They didn't trade the receiver, but I think he wants to be traded, so I don't know what's going on there. Next game, you got the Commanders versus the Panthers. The Panthers are playing really good, but I got the Commanders getting back on track to win that game after they lost to the Ravens. I got them winning that game versus the Panthers. Next game, you got the Chiefs versus the 49ers. This is going to be a really good game, but I got the Chiefs winning this one. The 49ers are still missing Christian McCaffrey, so they're not at full power. I'm giving that to the Chiefs to win and stay undefeated. Next game, you got the Jets versus the Steelers. Depends on how the Jets play tonight because it's Monday that I'm recording this. I'm going with the Steelers to win that game regardless. The Steelers are just a better team this year than the Jets, so I'm picking the Steelers even though the Jets defense is good and they got Aaron Rodgers. They just not playing like it. The next game, you got the Ravens versus the Buccaneers, which is going to be an absolute shootout. If you got one of these quarterbacks, have them on your team. I mean, start that quarterback. Both these quarterbacks are going to ball out. I'm picking the Ravens to win that game, though. The Ravens are having an amazing season. I've been right so far. We're going to keep that train going. Last game is the Chargers versus the Cardinals. So the Cardinals, Marvin Harrison Jr. was supposed to go for 2 touchdowns for me last week. He actually had 0 points, and I think he had 2 targets. He got injured. So with him being injured, the Cardinals do not have a chance. I'm going with the Chargers to win that game. All right, those are my picks for week 7. You know, let me know in the comments if I was right on the game that you picked, and you know, I tell you, I should be pretty accurate. I think last week I missed like 4 games, maybe 5. I'm not sure. I haven't gone over it yet, but I'll do a reaction video where I go over my picks from last week and see what I got wrong and what I got right. I'll do the same thing for week 7. All right, last thing I wanted to touch on is my college team. Y'all know I rock with the Colorado Buffaloes. I pulled up with Deion Sanders, and they've been playing good all season. You know, they just lost that last game. It was a heartbreaker because they came back even though they had some injured players. Travis Hunter being one of the prime guys because he plays on both sides of the field. You lose a guy like that, and you know you're losing a major piece on both sides. So hopefully he can come back and they can be healthy. They got Arizona on Saturday, October the 19th at 1 p.m. So I'll be watching that game, tune in. Then they got Cincinnati the next Saturday. So those are going to be 2 good games. I'm looking forward to seeing them. I don't know if you guys watch college sports, but I will be covering, you know, some of the college sports. Those uniforms that they was wearing last week, the black and gold, looks so so clean. Tell me these uniforms don't look clean, man. But anyway, that's the predictions for this week, y'all. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Drop a like, drop a comment. Tell me if I was right or if I was wrong. If you got something to say about your team winning when I said they would lose, go ahead and say it then in the comments, man. Nitro Online Sports out.